Letting the car warm up, letting the car warm up. What's up guys, David here for another quick vlog. I originally was gonna film a really badass Has anybody ever, clutch slip. Has anybody ever noticed just how annoying the voice is on the GPS?
Turn right on Foxdale Way, then turn right.
So, like I said, has anybody ever noticed just how annoying the voice is?
2.1 miles. Turn right on Fox Club Road.
I know where I'm going! So, has anybody ever noticed just how annoying the Jeep...
1.9 miles, then turn right on Ginito Road.
I literally haven't been able to get this sentence out. Has anybody ever noticed just how annoying a GPS voice is? Right now I'm on the way to Hunter's, and Hunter lives on the other side of town, which is about a 30-minute drive. And I know how to get there for the most part, but to get to his actual neighborhood, my totally directionally challenged brain just always forgets how to get there. So, better safe than sorry. But while I'm on the way there, let's talk about a few things. This is the time of year where, well, obviously it's the time of year where everybody goes, you know, I'm gonna have these New Year's resolutions and I'm gonna be a new me and all this stuff. Well, good for those people who actually commit to it, but I've always been curious to see how bad like the spike in gym memberships is or something along the lines of that when the new year comes along. I'm sure Gold's Gym is just rolling in the dough during this time of year. I mean, a lot of people do make themselves a better person for the new year. I can't argue with that. But I know a lot of people who, you know, they go in gung-ho and then 2 weeks later they're like, nah, I'm gonna go back to the way I was. Now, is there anything wrong with that? Most of the time it's not. It's just somebody wanted to make themselves or reinvent themselves to be somebody different. But I can't really say for myself I've ever had huge New Year's resolutions. I think it's because I pretty much know I'm either going to overkill it, as in I'm going to try too hard to be...
Then keep right on Old Hundred.
I'm trying to have a deep thought here, GPS. I pretty much know I'm going to either overkill it or just not do it at all. So I try to have a fairly simple New Year's resolution. Most people's New Year's resolution is, you know, I want to lose weight. Well, for me, that's a really bad idea. Or I'm going to save up to get something I want, which is a good idea. As long as it's not something, you know, like drugs. Don't do that. Just one of those things where it's 100% you, you know. Your friends can help you along with some things like that, but it's you who makes it happen. As for me, I keep thinking about trying to make a New Year's resolution, but there's no point just to have a New Year's resolution just for the sake of having a New Year's resolution. But for me, mine would probably be more like a milestone, like, you know, get a certain amount of subscribers or something like that, just to improve this network and get myself out there more. Not so much a up here kind of goal, if that makes sense. So I just got off a road called Powhite Parkway. It's a toll road. It has like 4 tolls on it, but it is the quickest way to get from like my side of town to downtown Richmond, you know, where the actual city is. But ironically, it has literally maybe the worst quality of road in the Richmond area. It's like, wow, the one road you really pay for, it's really bad. I remember I drove on it when I had my learner's permit in my 2-valve Mustang I had, and you know, my dad's in the passenger seat. And as you guys might know, the 2-valves interiors are very plasticky. So, oh man, you heard every creak and rattle going down the road. You just hear it all crunching up. You're like, oh, this is so bad. Around the bend. Exit ramps are fun.
Keep left on ramp to World War II veterans.
Okay.
Keep left on ramp to World War II veterans.
Why do you talk so much? Wow, if you really think about it, I haven't really done a vlog type thing on the highway with you guys since my road trip video. Yeah, when that video was coming back to Richmond for a funeral. My friend was unfortunately killed in Afghanistan. But I analyzed what the Mustang was like on a road trip, essentially, since I was on I-64, which is very much a road trip road. Right now I'm on 288. It is one of the nicest roads, ironically, around here. And it's 2 lanes. It's all made of concrete for the most part. And it's nice and smooth. It's smooth as glass. But for this this car, obviously with the iBox, you still get a little bit of bumping up and down, but it's not that bad. It's so funny when I go past people with the camera mounted on the windshield because they think it's like some mumbo jumbo crazy GPS radar detector thing. And then they'll roll down their window at like the next stoplight and they're like, what's that you got there? And I say, a camera. Big mistake. They freak out and they make sure not to drive by you. And then, I'm not trying to like creep you out or anything. I'm an artist. Pass in the Civic. It's an, oh, watch out. It's a D-Series. D-Series are so fast. Wow, it's kind of funny that I even know like the engine terms to Honda anymore. Moving from Virginia Beach here to Richmond, Richmond has much more of an avid Honda scene. That's probably the biggest tuning scene up here. So to have a basic car conversation with somebody up here, a lot of the times you kind of have to know the lingo of, you know, D-Series, B-Series, K-Series, that mumbo jumbo. I knew nothing about that when I lived in Virginia Beach, so whenever I heard it, I just assumed, you know, they're talking about the alphabet. I mean, there's other companies that have the code too, you know, Nissan with the SR20 and the RB26 and the 2JZ from Toyota, the 1JZ, all that stuff. But with American cars, I don't think, in my eyes, I don't really look at it in code. I usually just say it's a 5 liter or it's a 4.6 or it's a whatever displacement. That's usually how I look at it. Greatest thing about this car in the highway is that it looks mean in the front. People always get out of the way for me. It's kind of awesome. I mean, occasionally you'll get the dummy that's in the left lane and won't move. But most of the time, if I just slowly creep up on them, they're like, okay, there's a blue menace behind me. And in other news, as you guys know, I hit 2,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. Yeah, I've overblown it because I even made a whole video about it, but I'm excited. And also, I'm also doing that live stream still. I'm doing a live stream hangout here on YouTube Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm in Virginia. A lot of people seem to miss that somehow. Even though my license plates say Virginia and everybody else's say Virginia. We're all registered in Virginia, but we just live in California. That's totally the truth. That's not true, because then I couldn't have this X-Pipe because of emissions. Virginia inspection is pretty tough, though, to get through. In order to pass it, you do have to have catalytic converters and all that stuff. You go down to North Carolina, it's a totally different ball game. They don't care. It's like, that explains why I have this car mentality since I was born in North Carolina. It's like when you go to Michigan, since there's no real inspection there, when I ever go to the Woodward Dream Cruise up there, like the video series I did there, everybody has fair game of modifications. People run an open header in some of their cars, and it's just like, yeah, it's fine. Even though I've been to Hunters like a bajillion times now, the last section, I always forget how to get here. Guess that should be my New Year's resolution, to get somewhere without a GPS. And you probably won't see me for a few months because I got lost. There's a Nissan Juke in front of me. It looks like a very confused, angry insect. I remember those commercials they had for them saying it was like turbocharged and everything to try and make it sound like it was super fast. It's not. It's just an angry insect because they got false advertising. What's the speed limit here? 35. 35s are rough, but not as rough as like 30 flat. The other day we went to go film some stuff for Zach's Hatch. Yeah, I know, crazy. We're trying to make that video review, but we're trying to get, you know, the rest of the footage when he's off another day. But we were going through a zone for about 6 miles that was all 30, and 30 just feels like a speed trap because it is. It's kind of like 55 miles an hour. 55 miles an hour on a highway might as well be classified as torture for a car person, because it's like you can go a little fast. You just go a little fast, but if you go anything over, we're gonna pull you over. All right, guys, I am very, very thankful I have made it to a new year with you guys. And I appreciate you watching this short little vlog. I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.